Creatine has been proven to help you build muscles faster and to make you more muscular and stronger, and one of the best supplements to ever exist. Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in the fitness industry, with over 1,000 studies that have been done on it. Creatine has been proven to be very effective and safe for building bigger and stronger muscles.
Creatine is a thing that you naturally produce in your body, and your body uses it as an energy source during a high-intensity workout, like sprinting and a heavy set of bench presses. When supplementing creatine, you increase the natural sources of creatine in your body by 30%. And if you consistently supplement creatine, you can maintain this rise of creatine in your body, which in the long run, with proper training and progressively overloading, it will lead to a faster growth in your muscle mass.
Now, you probably clicked on this video because you want to start taking creatine, and you don't know how, so let us tell you. Creatine increases muscle mass, strength and recovery. A 14-week study on adults out of the Journal of Clinical Medicine determined that adding creatine to a weightlifting program significantly increased leg strength and overall muscle mass. When exercising in high intensity, the creatine's main role is to increase phosphocreatine stores in your muscles, which will lead to a faster muscle recovery.
Creatine supports athletic performance, size, strength, and recovery. And also, creatine has a lot of science-backed benefits, which show that it also increases your phosphocreatine stores in your brain. A study from the Royal Society also shows that the increase in the creatine stores in your brain improves brain health and prevents neurologic diseases, like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and epilepsy.
So, as you can see, creatine has a lot of benefits, but it's very easy to use it incorrectly and waste a bunch of money and time. Now we're going to show you how to avoid wasting your money and to take creatine properly.
First of all, let's address the fact that capitalism is a thing, so therefore there are a lot of companies who are trying to push their new and improved formulas, with each company claiming that their special creatine is the best. So let's blow this bubble and let us tell you, all of them are the same. Every single type of creatine, either if it's cheap or expensive, will achieve the exact same results, or even worse when compared to creatine monohydrate.
Creatine monohydrate is basically the default of creatine, and it's the cheapest. You don't need any other special formula, because they are all made of the same thing. So if you have any doubts about what creatine you should buy, then you should buy creatine monohydrate. We personally use MyProtein creatine monohydrate, link in the description. And it showed us really good results. And as we said earlier, all powders are the same.
Now let's talk about the doses that you should take. So now you probably got your powder and you want to know how much you should consume each day. Study on humans showed that supplementing 1 or 2 grams of creatine for a full year did absolutely nothing for muscle function or growth. From that we can infer that below 3 grams of creatine is a low supplementation and it shows no result. And on the other hand, studies also show that supplementing too much creatine can be an absolute overkill.
The studies compared supplementing with 5 grams a day versus 3 grams a day. Study shows that both groups experienced big increases in strength. But based on the results, the group that supplemented with 3 grams a day experienced larger strength increase. Most studies show that supplementing 0.03 grams of creatine per kilo of body weight a day is the ideal dose of creatine supplementation. For example, if you weigh 80 kilos, the ideal supplementation dose will be 2.4 grams of creatine per day. But it's really hard to measure, so you can stick to the serving that is most common in creatine products, which is 3 grams.
If you're a little heavier than what we have mentioned, then you should probably take a scoop and a half or a double scoop. But if you're just starting out with creatine, then you might want to reach the results of the creatine saturation much faster. So you should consider increasing your creatine dosages in the beginning. We have done that. It's called the overloading phase. The overloading phase means that for a period of time you take a much larger dosages of creatine every day. The recommended and most common and efficient overloading tactic is to take 20 grams a day for 7 days. We have done that and we felt the results much quicker when compared to people who take just 3 grams a day. You can also achieve the same results just by taking 3 grams a day without an overloading phase. But you will see the results much later, usually 3 to 4 weeks later.
So now that you know the dosages, you are probably wondering when should you take the creatine. The answer is never accurate, but from our research, we can tell you that you should never take creatine as a pre-workout for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it does absolutely nothing. The effects of creatine are only long-term, and you see no difference in performance when taking creatine before working out. You can probably feel a slight difference, but it's mainly placebo and psychological. Reason 2. Studies have shown that taking creatine before working out will have a 1.7% lower increase in muscle growth than if you take it afterwards. So in conclusion, the best time to take creatine is either after a workout or at a fixed time of the day.
We have uncovered a lot in this video, so let us summarize everything for you. The best creatine to take is creatine monohydrate, and you should take it daily. You can either start with an overloading phase for 7 days, which in this period of time you take 20 grams each day, or you can just take 3 grams a day and just see the results later. You should take your daily dose at a fixed time each day and just make sure to not miss your doses for too long. Missing a day or two is fine, but after 3 days the creatine that is already saturated in your muscles starts to fade away, so make sure that you don't miss any days. Thank you for watching. We hope you find this video helpful.
If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. See you next time.